couple of them joked, and they were sharing funny like internet memes, and they're like, oh yeah, oh that, I know that internet joke. That's how they know it.
Hold on a second. Well, now I have to get involved, because that's insane.
Yeah, that's kids these days.
Huh?
9/11's just one giant meme to
Yeah, it's a
them.
big joke.
It is?
Yeah, it's like Pearl Harbor. I mean, you know, that happens. Everybody looks the other way. Now we're all buying Japanese cars. I mean,
The Arabs are buying golf from us?
What? Golf's not for sale,
The purest sport in the history of
football?
humanity. What happened to Never Forget?
Yeah, what happened to Never Forget?
Got an agreement to never forget.
Forget about these things.
Never forget.
Buy whatever car we get. I mean, what the hell is this?
Forgetting?
This argument went on for way too long.
Every goddamn one of those. Every goddamn one.
Muhammad Atta, that guy. Bin Laden, he died like the dog in the dirt that he was. That's right.
on fire department.
Oh, you didn't forget about
These people were passionate but dumb as shit. Because at some point they argue themselves right into conspiracy theories.
So it had to be out.
Well, yeah. I mean, steel would not melt at that temperature. I mean, take steel to the melt. It won't.
You know what? A missile sent by your own government is probably the one.
I read online there wasn't even a plane.
I'm starting to think there wasn't even towers, dude. I
Has
didn't.
anybody seen the towers?
With your own eyes, not a picture.
Exactly. Not a picture.
Specific government show.
Yeah, they're changing the weather now. You know what?
Yeah.
They control the weather.
With frogs, I saw
They
it.
control the weather. Wait, frogs?
Yeah, they shoot the frogs.
Shoot frogs up.
They're throwing tornadoes at Florida.
Crop control. Crop
The
control.
oranges, too many oranges. Guys, I'm actually like really pissed at the school. Like, they have no fucking
This freaks people out if they hear it for the very first time. Every coordinate we have for objects in the sky have a date. There's a line on the sky that corresponds to Earth's equator. It's called the celestial equator. There's another line that crosses the celestial equator. So think of it as two rings at an angle to each other. This ring crosses the celestial equator at an angle of 23.5 degrees. That makes sense. That line is the path throughout the year that the sun takes against the background star. Of course, the sun is not taking a path. We're going around it. Right. Why is it 23.5 degrees? Because we're tilted. That is the tilt of Earth. And because we're tilted, right, the sun doesn't line up our equator. If we were not tilted, that path of the sun would be right on Earth's equator. But an interesting difference, okay? But now we're tilted because we have seasons. It gives us seasons. The moon, in its path around the Earth, has its own. If the moon is crossing the path of the sun, at the same time the sun is in that spot, you get what? An eclipse. Anytime the moon intersects it, if they're together, eclipse. Now, if you want a way to think about it, a loose way to think about it, how far does the sun go every day along that ecliptic? Right? How many days in a day? How many degrees in a circle? The sun goes approximately a degree a day. A day. So in a month it goes a degree a day, so it's 30 degrees across the sky. Okay. Add all that up. Okay? So, more lines. Right? Number 2. Earth's longitude and latitude, you can project that onto the sky and have a grid system on the sky. We have that. And the longitudes become what we call right ascension. And the latitudes become what we call declinations. And right ascension is measured in hours, and the declination is measured in degrees. So every object in the sky has a coordinate in right ascension and declination. So if you look at a star map, you'll see this grid. Right. That's how we know where anything is. That's how we tell a telescope to find something on the sky.
I was going to say that's when you look up and you find any celestial body in a telescope.
In a telescope,
they say,
it's got coordinates.
Let's say the ascension, right ascension,
and declination.
And that's usually the plot point.
It's degrees, minutes, seconds,
right.
And there's hours, minutes, seconds. Just the kind of way we have here. Okay? Except we have hours for our right ascension. Here, our longitude is still in degrees, but we could have measured it in hours, because it's 24 hours. And then, the North and South Pole have spots on the sky. You get the North Celestial Pole, the South Celestial Pole. The North Celestial Pole is near Polaris. It's like 2 full moons width away from it. So it's just kind of near. And people say, oh, we have a pole star. There's something divine about that for our navigation. And no, it's just sort of near us, sort of. Earth, tilted and spinning on its axis, tugged on by the moon, actually wobbles. It wobbles.
What happens to all these lines?
I'm about to tell you.
Oh my God.
Watch. Here you go. You ready? Okay. The North Celestial Pole precesses in a circle on the sky once every 26,000 years. So the North Pole traces a circle on the sky once every 26,000 years. Which means the North Star, Polaris, only happens.
Alright, so now you have your big mountain. But what else you really see about it? So we're going to find out which big mountain flavor my friends really are. Let's go. This one, they're just fresh. Ask them what stress is, and they'll just smile with them coming out.
Our North Star now. In the days of the Egyptians, 5,000 years ago, it was not pointing to the North Star. I think, I gotta check my notes, it was pointing to a Thuban and some other star, which was the pole star for the Egyptians.
For those guys, right?
Okay? Different pole star. All right. There's a 26,000 year cycle. Okay? And it dragged our grid with it. Yeah. Because our grid on the sky emanates, it matches the grid on the Earth. But how about the stars? What coordinate are they if we're dragging the... So, this freaks people out if they hear it for the very first time. Every coordinate we have for objects in the sky have a date. That is the coordinate they had at that date. So we all agree, are we referencing the year 2000,
Right.
January 1st at midnight? You give the coordinate and you give a date. Then you hand it to your telescope, which is talking to a computer, and the computer says, let us precess the coordinates of your object from that date that you gave them to tonight. From the year 2000 to the moment you were observing that object. So the grid system is not constant. A consequence of this grid shifting is that the constellation in the sky that the sun was in at that month of the year has also shifted. So 2,000 years ago, when they're laying out the constellations that the sun moves in front of, and they decided there's 12 of them, and they called them the Zodiac because there's animals in the zoo. Zodiac, okay? They were all lined up for astrologers 2,000 years ago. So 2,000 years ago, when all these were laid out and the boundaries and the houses and everything, what percent of 26,000 is 2,000 years ago?
2 times 13, so 20.
113. It's 113, which is not that far from 112. Okay? Okay, oh, that's my... Oh! Yeah. This is what I'm saying.
That's where we go.
So all these... Could I...
He's signaling to the left, Tony. Here it comes! He's got to stand for something, or you'll fall for anything. You got to be your own man, not put it on.
I'm going to do all of it, but you can do most of it.
son of a bitch. They thought this was gonna last this all fucking week, and now we're gonna be down today. What is it with these guys? They don't just back in straight.
Officer Keith Roosevelt? Who wants to know? Detective Investigator Landgraf, District Attorney Squad. I'm inviting you down to Central. For what? You're charged with official misconduct. What misconduct? Hey, what's going on?
This clown is inviting me down to Central Booking.
I'm showing you respect. How about you show me some? Charged with official misconduct and tampering with public records.
I called BS.
For what? Take a fix it.
Do you know what my brother's father is? Do you?
I can read, so I can guess. I bet I can guess who his sister is, too. Now let's go.
Hey,
You're gonna treat my girl. Please.
Let's not make this any worse. I'm not behind you.
And your ADAs and the detectives of your investigation squad are all way out of line here, and this department expects and demands that you void those arrests and drop all the charges immediately. I'll give him an hour. I'll give him a punch in the nose. No, you won't. You got through the whole conversation without dropping a single question. How the hell do you do that? I was partially raised by nuns. I want you to go down to Central Booking and make sure our officers make no statements.
What happens in an hour when this good for nothing hasn't done a thing to walk it back?
You got a crystal ball, Lieutenant?
No, sir, just an informed opinion about the acting DA.
Then check with me in an hour. How you go?
Our acting DA's gone right off the rails, down in the they threw an orphanage, back into the gas pumps.
Oh, this should have come.
Would have made a lick of difference. You know he's asking me to be the opposite space on this thing. Can you imagine?
What do you say?
That it's, and I'm basically putting here, your golden opportunity to show this office and this city that you can wear the blindfold of justice where the NYPD is concerned.
Right.
He's right?
Listen to me for a minute.
No.
Yes. Do you have any idea how many cases are routed around your desk with ties?
I just took out a cop. The wires that got us into this were up because of my investigation.
I don't have proof, but I'm guessing he put you on some kind of test. Find out once and for all.
So by that logic, I'm beholden to prosecute B-cops for pulling friends and family tickets off the pile? A perk that goes back well into the last century at least?
Come on, Aaron, shift your weight. What if this is the DA's version of your father's broken windows policy? Technically, crime at the lowest levels deters more serious stuff.
We're talking about summonses here.
It's still official misconduct and tampering with public records. I'm on your side. But if you back away from this, you'll be hanging a sign from the door that says Aaron Reagan, Department of Selective Justice.
I want to underline that the stance of this acting district attorney and the ADAs on this case is that the officers are innocent unless and until proven guilty, and that there is no agenda here other than carrying out our duties wearing the blindfold of justice.
Ms. Reagan, can you confirm that these charges drew out of wiretaps that you had warranted based on a more serious corruption investigation?
I cannot comment on other investigations as they do or do not relate to the officers charged in this case.
So you had wires up on Pete Pops trying to nail these for Mickey Mouse ticket fixing? That's Tommy Stills from the post. I'll send him a nice bottle.
But I would like to add that I and this office have nothing but respect for the services and the department we command.
Why are you showing it?
That's all for now. Thank you.
We need to craft a statement in response. Do you want to write it? No, that's your job, especially today. I'll get right on it. We have to be bigger than that. Okay, to lay our response at the acting DA's feet, but then, good idea. Leave her out of it. Like, I'm assuming that she's just following orders. Instead of standing up on her own 2 feet and saying what's on her own mind. But you want to communicate. As importantly, I don't want a single one of our people assuming that I would hold back on my response because she's involved. And to, let me get a draft started. Sorry about this, boss. Did the ADA Reagan return my call yet? Could you try her again?
Well, look at you, Reagan. Sir, get back in the car, please.
I'm sorry, officers. Did you read my license plate?
Oh, it did read your license plate. Did you read the stop sign?
Are you kidding?
Ah, say not, Your Honor.
So can you get a handle on your little partner here?
So she's simply pointing out your moving violation, as is her job.
I didn't break any law.
You read for the stop sign.
Reagan. This ain't Frank?
He's my father, yes, and ADA Air Reagan's my sister, who works for your nephew, who opened up this particular can of worms this morning. Get a beef, I suggest you take it up with him. This is harassment, Officer Reagan. This is a routine traffic stop, sir. Strictly by the book. Have a good day.
Oh, one of the cops arrested the boss was a partner.
Yeah, hey, I saw arrest.
A couple hours ago, they took the Judge Schloss for Hollywood stop outside the parking lot. Can't go any brother.
Was it a bad stop?
Doesn't matter. The judge is characterizing it as harassment and retaliation. Apparently, he called his nephew, just applied the books for these accused cops.
So now everyone's going, this means war.
Did you talk to your old man?
Just for a second. I'm over there, I've got to get out of here. It means there's a lot of people who think I could or wouldn't do it.
That is so important. I don't know where to start.
No, it's not, Dad. Don't play dumb.
The opposite. I'm trying to be smart enough to understand why you let yourself get roped into this.
I didn't get roped into it. I wasn't asked. I thought about it. I said yes.
It was your idea to arrest those cops.
I didn't say that.
So, the acting DA comes to you after the fact and shames you into taking the lead in this charade, otherwise your legs off on cops.
That is not how it happened.
Well, pretty damn close.
You just please listen to me for once.
Yeah, sure. I get it.
I was given a choice.
Comparing this to broken windows, what the hell is that? We have mountains of data suggesting there is a direct correlation between targeting lower-level crimes to prevent bigger ones from ever happening.
It wasn't my analogy.
And there's not one iota of evidence suggesting hollering cops to squash a summons has any effect eradicating corruption at higher levels.
I didn't say it.
Well, you danced around it.
Well, what the hell was I supposed to do? Have you never called up some jive on account of mayor like the way it sounded? Now, I don't want to fight with you, but I am not going to take a lesson from you here either. I will tell you in private what I said in public. I have nothing but respect for you and this department. It was this DA's office and this particular ADA. All they had to do, a license, and the full support of the rule of law to call them like we see it, even if the perps wear blue and hide behind that old skirt of a long and cherished tradition.
You know, I never thought I'd say this, but I heard contempt in your voice.
No, Dad, you and your daughter are unable and unwilling to see it your way. And I don't enjoy it either, but there it is.
So, this is what the criminal class looks like. Well, you know that movie, The Untouchables? Sean Connery goes, he sends one of yours to the hospital, you send one of his to the morgue. Now, that's the Chicago way. Well, they send some of ours to central booking. So, we'll send all of theirs to caseload L. And that is the NYPD way. Oh, and how about this, Mr. Acting District Attorney? Anything less than a Class A felony, and our guys can't make it to your courts to testify. Now, you want to treat us like a bunch of third-grade kids. Let's see how those wheels of justice turn without us. Are you with me? Are you with me? Yes.
No, I am not. Hello, Johnny.
Unexpected pleasure, Commissioner?
Emphasis on unexpected. As you were. I'm as mad as you are. DA's office disrespected us this way, but I do not want to hear another word about a blue flu. Understood? Understood.
Yes, sir.
Officer Jacob, step forward. Splice and summons this thing. Don't answer. If you did, would it have been to line your own pockets?
No, sir.
Would you have personally profited in any way?
No, sir. Let's say there's an old lady in my building who's on a tight budget, $90 a pop. That would save her for the entire month.
Officer Roosevelt,
Yes, sir.
would you personally profit in any way, say, except a fat tip in exchange?
No, sir.
I believe you. I believe both of you, but see, there is no way to prove that there wasn't a quid pro quo. Appearances matter. When I started on the job, all our meals were on the arm. I never paid for food or drink, and come Christmas time, I had enough gift bottles of booze to start my own saloon. It was a perk of a job that doesn't have many, like pulling summative. Bosses put an end to it. Appearances, they said. One rookie salary. House to feed, I can tell you. But they were right.
But this isn't that.
The patrol guide clearly states that you cannot accept free goods and services because you're on the job. Or splash tickets even. Now, I am going to straighten this out with the acting DA, and you are going to make your court appearances or else. In the meantime, if you're going to summons a judge or get an ADA's car booted or breathalyze a clerk, just make damn sure you can show cause. It's pretty much nothing I don't know. Long story short, according to the intellectual property statutes, you couldn't sing the happy birthday song unless you paid the royalty to the company that owned the copyright, or you were breaking the law. Be silly, don't you think?
Nice, both of you things. Okay, but people have been singing happy birthday for us. Right. Their point being that the cops have been pulling tickets forever as a courtesy for free, and now they can't. Ah.
Man. I'll try this on for size. Your mother's dead.
Oh, come in, buddy.
Oh my God. No, she's not dead. We're getting divorced though. Why? What? Why would you say that she's dead? That's a business tactic. You drop the bomb, then you soften the blow. You never tried this? That is a terrible business tactic.
You are a horrible father.
That's what I'm talking about. I hate the kind of person that your whore mother turned me into. The big house, the big car, I'm giving it all away. Then I'm going to hang out with you two. That's what this is all about, spending time with my kids. I want to be the father that I never was.
This one's not in the way. No. It's actually that black one up there that we're looking for. If you happen to know, do you happen to know who has that black one? No. Hopefully they notice. Sorry? Oh, good. I don't know how much the bosses would like it.
lassos you and then starts pulling you towards the cliff. It's like climbing to the top of the hill and then you roll down the hill. Okay, right. So you're climbing out of the gravitational well of the Earth, and it's getting weaker and weaker and weaker. As you're getting towards the other object, it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Right. You find a balance. And if you cross over that point, just fall towards your destination. That's right. Once you launched yourself with enough speed to get there, there's no engines firing. Right. And once you cross over, no engines fire. You just fall in. Right. You need your engines again to not crash. Right. You're accelerating all the way there by the action of the planet. Right. That to Mars, that's a minimum of 9 months. If instead you accelerated the whole time, then you still want to slow down. So you'll accelerate till you're like halfway there. Then turn around and then decelerate the rest of the time. After the Earth on the planet. Fire the retro rockets. You gotta fire the retro rockets. Yes. Except this would be a sustained thing. And that way you would maintain a certain artificial gravity, because the acceleration of a rocket is an exact mimic being on a gravitational surface. So the only sci-fi show I've ever seen that, and I recognized it. I'm telling you exactly what it said years ago. It's called The Expanse, and I had so much respect for them because they show a ship headed towards a planet, and the engine you see first firing as it's moving towards the planet. So it's like the entire time that they're showing you, like, oh, they're headed to whatever planet, and then they show you, and it looks like their ship is going in reverse. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because, well, exactly why you said, because they're firing the rockets to slow down to approach the planet. Correct. So, but there's another interesting fact here. While you are firing rockets, there's a force operating object that you will not be able to distinguish from the ordinary gravitational force. This was deduced by Albert Einstein in what's called equivalence. An accelerating rocket is indistinguishable from you sitting on Earth with Earth's acceleration of gravity. If the two accelerations are equal. Right. There's no experiment you can perform other than looking out the window to know if you're in a rocket or sitting here in a box. Right. Okay. So now, what's that movie that had moon pirates? Oh, that was called Ad Astra. Ad Astra. That was Ad Astra. If you're going to use the phrase Ad Astra, you better get your stuff correct. That's right. Okay, Ad Astra means to the stars in Latin. Right. This is a deep phrase that we've been using in the space community forever. Right. And, interestingly, it's on the state flag of Kansas. For the tornadoes, get what you need when you need it with Canadian Tire's same-day delivery. Shop smarter at Canadian Tire. That makes sense. That makes sense for the tornado state. I was launched at Astra. So they would show these rockets firing, and you go inside the ship, and they're all waiting. No. There's this misconception that being in space makes you wait. No. No. If you are drifting in space, as our space missions do, towards the crossover point. Oh, there you go. You're weightless that entire time. But as long as you have on rockets, you are not weightless at all. So you could do it, but sorry, getting back to the question. Right. You need filling stations along the way. What? If you're going to drive straight from New York to LA, that's right. How big must your gas tank be? Well, that's it.
Nice. How's it going there, buddy? Yeah, we're just taking that ship back. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. John, like usual, being a douchebag. I guess he doesn't have any other mode. Well, guys, take a break till I get another truck here to load. I'll be back in a little while. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.